Not sure if I'm doing this right. Oh, reverse. Hello. Okay, that's going. I need to pull up the chat, or I won't know what's going on. Okay, we've got that going. Hi, Sock. Hi, Nikki. Got this business going. I've got light coming from the door, and I've got light coming from the window. So this is fun. If you hear music, I have royalty-free lo-fi on my TV going real low. So there's that. I've got all the books that were originally on my shelves still on the shelves here. And then I've got the wonderful, amazing, awesome box of goodness that Sock sent me that I have yet to shelf. Tell my baby I say hi. Hi, banners. Okay. This is going to be fun. I've also got a giant bag of books that I thrifted yesterday sitting here next to me, but those go on the upper shelves, so there's that. So all 8 of the bottom 2 shelves all the way across are going to be historical romance. And then I'm turning this shelf into Kidlit, where all the tiny people get books. I also purchased a couple of books for the kids yesterday. So I'm going to be doing that. I've got my phone is what I'm using to do the stream. And then I've got my tablet plugged in because it's nearly dead, and that's what I'm checking the chat on. So I don't do this. This is difficult, but we'll figure it out. I'm going to start. I don't do by alphabetical order. I do by vibe. So until my brain starts to get itchy, and then I'll probably rearrange everything into alphabetical order and by genre and by type of book. I've got a couple different types of romance. I've got a few, this is kind of crooked, but I've got a few hardbacks, and then I've got the Harlequins here, and then I've got your general romances. So these Harlequins are going to be separate from the extra romance, and then these are going to go first, and then I'll lead into romance, and then down to Harlequin, I guess, or something. I don't know. It looks crooked because I have it pushed down. Like, this tripod's weird. Yes. I can just redo it every time I feel unhappy with it. I can just redo it. So the first thing I'm going to do, because my hope is to have it single layered, I don't need to have them double stacked with the foam. So I'm just going to pull and place. You may even get to hear the old man in the background. His door's open. Oh. Got all of my hardcover Hannah Howells. I've actually got 2 copies of this book. One is paperback and one's hardcover. They're going there. I have not organized them by series. There are different series for Hannah Howell. She does different ones. And then my current read, I'm still not done with it. Don't judge me. Yes, it does. Absolutely helps my anxiety. Keeps me busy. On the upside now, I don't have to have any of these upside down in the back, so I can see the title. That's an upside. They'll just need to stay upright long enough for me to place the others. Ow! Ow, okay. Now you're just being a pain. Now you're just being a pain. This is the part that doesn't help my anxiety. And then you... What? Okay. Now, I'm just gonna bring them all over. One author at a time, I guess. Ow! That did not feel pleasant. It's my Lynn Curland. Give me the books. That's Vampire Hannah Howell. Okay, there we go. That's all the Hannah Howell. I own a lot of Hannah Howell. It's just a little tricksy. Nikki, I have been moving furniture for 2 days. I am in pain. I have my yoga mat here to give me a little bit of extra cushioning, but it is not perfect, obviously. Ow. Okay, so where did that go? This is part of a series, and I already know these are the other 2 parts of that series. This one, then this one, then this one. And I'm on the 3rd book. I will finish it. I will. It's happening. I refuse to fail. Okay. Where is that book? Nope. Nope. Beauty and the Beast. Okay, so we're going to go through this real quick. The amazing box of wonderfulness that Sock sent, so I can put them on the shelf too. Because apparently my bottle of muscle relaxers decided to jump into the box. Okay. There is the extra copy that I'm going to annotate of Beauty and the Beast by Hannah Howell. So I'm just going to, since I've read this one, I'm going to push these to the side and put that there. I've probably read most of these, but I don't remember it because I was like 14. So. So much to do. Okay, if we're going to go do things a little bit by height, these are a little taller than the paperbacks. They are paperbacks, but they're a little taller than the mass markets. So we'll do that. Okay, next. Let's start doing this. I still have to add all of my historicals to my Goodreads. I have all my other, can't say that anymore because I bought more. I did have all of my other books added to my Goodreads. Now I need to add more. But I need to make a list of my historicals, and I know I'm missing some of her books in the series I own, so I need to write down the ones that I'm missing so I can get copies of them. Because I like to read the books in order. Even if you don't have to, they're not necessarily like a series you have to read in order. They're more like a bunch of standalones, but still. You get spoilers if one of the couples marries in like 2 books previous and has a kid and you didn't know about it. Makes me sad. Stop! Stop! Go away. Mirror. Mirror. Yes, I talk to my books. Don't judge me. I'm gonna pull a muscle doing this. Okay. Okay, there's that. Not there. All right. There's the Hannah Howell. Now, the author that I've read next that I know I enjoy, is Lynn Kurland, because I know for a fact I like her books. I would say Ruth Langan, but hers are in the Harlequin historicals, and that's a separate section. So Lynn Kurland's next, I guess. Trying to remember. Did I do that? My brain goes burr. No, I did not. Those are the ones I hauled recently. These ones. And I know there's a Lynn Kurland here somewhere. This is a really good book. The Gold Coin. There were twin brothers that married 2 sisters that looked alike and had daughters that were basically identical. And the grandfather gave one of the granddaughters a gold coin and one of the granddaughters a silver coin and told them, never give them away. It's part of their inheritance. A whole bunch of hijinks and shenanigans ensue. One of the girls is orphaned and has to go live with her uncle and her cousin, and her uncle is a D-bag. So, but I've read The Gold Coin. I really like this. It does have a, let's see, what's the guy's name? Damon. Anastasia and Damon. If I remember right, he's a banker or a businessman, and he helps her out. He helps her understand her inheritance and helps get her away from him, her uncle. Her cousin's not real smart on the train, but I haven't read the silver one, the cousin's book, but this one I really enjoyed. It's warped heavily, like all crooked. But oh well. Tangents aside, let's find Lynn Kurland. Goodreads is good for keeping track of your books, but it's also frustrating. A lot of people post spoilers on there and it gets annoying. Sometimes I'm okay with spoilers if it's something I want to read but I'm not real fussed about, but then there's books that I'm like, I have my heart set on and I don't want them ruined. I need to find Lynn book. There's only one of them. Where is it? No, 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 no. No. No, 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 no. There it is. It's an anthology. Lynn Curland anthology. Okay. Now we've got that settled. Why are you so crooked? Stop it. Ow, my eyeballs. Okay, that's better. Grab all the Lynn Curland. And bring it on over. Okay. Is that all of them? I think. Yeah, it's Madeline Hunter down there. Okay, that's all of my Lynn Curland. Okay. I avoid politics and policies. I'm happy in my house. I'm hiding. Although I should definitely make sure people get fair pay and health care and, general human basic necessities and needs. Ow. On. Ow, ow. There we go. We'll just turn you on your side for a second. Owie. Okay. I feel like either Sabrina Jeffries or Lisa Kleypas should go next. Sabrina Jeffries. We're going to go with Sabrina Jeffries. For me, vibe is just what authors I know I'm either know I'm going to enjoy, I do enjoy, and or what looks pretty. Because I got issues. I also still have to organize. Go through these. Stephanie, you've given me a bunch of Stephanie Lawrence. Oh! One of the stuff, I have a dupe now. So I can either pass it along or I can annotate. Hey, Nikki, you want to read some historical romance? Me, Stephanie, Victoria Alexander, Stephanie Lawrence. Joanna Lindsay. That's extra. Yee! I love Buddy Reed. Joanna Lindsay, Joanna Lindsay. These are all the ones I recently hauled in the video, so that's why I'm not going over their specific. This one, when I saw this cover, my brain went Lynn Curland. That's where my brain went. When I saw this, I thought Lynn Curland. But it's not. It's Suzanne Leslie Lipitz. So, says This Time Together. I hope it's good. Northern California 1996 entertainment lawyer Catherine Marshall always thought time travel was a Hollywood invention. So how did she wake up in 1892 in the cabin of a handsome mountain man? Northern California 1892, Flint Avery has never heard of anyone traveling through time, but the woman he called Kate could have come from only another era. At first, Kate thought she had been sent to Flint Avery to prove him innocent of murder and save him from the gallows. Then, in the soft firelight of Flint's cozy cabin, Kate found herself thinking about more than justice. This ruggedly handsome man won her affection and stirred her deepest desires. but their love was bound by the rules of time, and soon they would have to choose between his life and their love. Sounds really good. Okie dokie. I have a couple of duplicates I know of, so I will try to set them aside while I'm organizing, and then whenever I get the chance, I will put them in a box and send them your way. Joanna Lindsay. Ellie. Stephanie Lawrence. Ellie. Stephanie Lawrence. Stephanie Lawrence. Victoria Alexander. Nature. She's about love. Bella. Bride. Surrender. Distraction. Okay. Making sure I don't have any more. The Edge of Desire. Okay. These are those. I think these are clean romance. I think Debbie McElmur writes clean romance, but these are cowboy romances. So those will go over there. This is a anthology, if I remember right. 3 complete novels. This is a thick boy. I'm gonna have fun reading it. Stephanie Lawrence, Rogue's Reform. The Reasons for Marriage, A Lady of Expectations, and Unwilling Conquest. Go there. I'm supposed to be shelving these things, but I have to organize them first or my brain's going to scream, so... Julie Ann Long, The Runaway Duke. Another one of those. I saw the cover and I was like, oh, pretty, and grabbed it. I do that a lot. I do that a lot. Oh, boy. Anybody else do that? Like, because we listen and we don't judge. Why is it tilted again? Yeah. I'm getting an ab workout doing this back and forth, like side scrunches. Untamed Bride, The Unwilling Conquest, Comfortable Wife, Lady of Expectations. Okay, so I don't think I have any more. Oh, Stephanie Lawrence dupes. The Lady Chosen. Master by Love, okay. Season Scandal, Impetuous Innocent. A lot of my Stephanie Lawrence ones have step backs. I think when I did the haul video, though, I showed all the step backs. So there's that. Okay, so I know for sure that these are 4 of the ones that Sock sent. We've got Secrets of a Proper Lady by Victoria Alexander. The Perfect Wife by Victoria Alexander. On a Wicked Dawn by Stephanie Lawrence. And Mastered by Love by Stephanie Lawrence. So there's that. And the box is empty, so I can repurpose it to send Happy Mail. Oh, look, there's one. The Perfect Lover, Stephanie Lawrence. Oh boy, that's a lot of Stephanie Lawrence. Okay. Owie. Oh, there's more Stephanie Lawrence. Hello. That happened. On a Wicked Wild Night, and What Price is Love? I'm gonna have to figure out which of these are series, because a lot of these, you can tell they're meant to be series. or like groupings, and yeah. Okay, Stephanie Lawrence. Let's go there. Victoria Alexander. There's two of those. There, is it Balog or Blow? Balog? Balog? Not a clue. I've seen it pronounced Balog. Devil's Web, A Precious Jewel, A Web of Love, and Slightly Married. How do you get slightly married? How is that a thing? Wicked Dawn? My brain hurts now. Wild Wicked Dawn. Windsor Locks Public Library. Okay, so these are all of my historical, right? Yes, that's my haul from yesterday. None of that's historical. If you want to nitpicky, that Jane Austen 7 novels thing's technically historical, but we're gonna. That's a fancy book, so we're gonna leave it there. Okay. So we're gonna do Stephanie Lawrence next, since I seem to have a lot of her. So up you go, girly. Ow! I shall have to come back through at some point maybe during another live stream, one that I actually plan and post so people know about it and come back through and put more effort into this to organize them into actual series, because I know there's some series here. I wonder if I warm this, like have put some warm water in a couple layers of plastic bags and set it over it for a minute or so, if it'll let me get the library label off. But then it'll leave sticky behind, I think. Not sure. It's worth a try, but I don't want to damage it. I mean, yeah, she. They're contemporary for her, but they're historical for me. I need a set of her books that are separate and meant to be read, because this is the only I own technically, I think two classics. I own Aristophanes, Lystrata, and Other Plays, and Jane Austen's 7 novels. I want the actual books so I can read them individually. But I never buy a book that I'm not willing to read, so I will read this. I don't care if it's shiny, I will read it. The fact that it's shiny will just give me more motivation to read it. Maybe it'll keep my attention better if it's shiny. I don't own a hairdryer. I always let my hair air dry. I actually don't own any heating implements for hair. This is the extent of my abilities, unless you're my niece. And then I make your hair pretty, but I don't care about my own. Okay. There's that. Okay. Come here, Sabrina Jeffries. You're going next. Okay. Oh, I did own a Joanna Lindsay previously. Okay. Oh. Oh, there's another one. Heart of a Warrior. Nikki, I found another dupe. I own two. And they both seem to be of equal quality. Heart of a Warrior. The only difference is this doesn't have a sticker on the front and this does. Easy would it be to get the sticker off? I want the sticker off. I don't like it. I don't like it. Go away. Go to the box. Joanna Lindsay can go there. Okay. I think I got all the Sabrina Jeffries stacked over here, right? Right. Sabrina Jeffries, Sabrina Jeffries. Okay. So, who's next? Not Joanna Lindsay. I have too many of her. I don't think I have any other Victoria Alexander, so we'll do Victoria Alexander and Mary Ballard. However you want to say her name. Toward the end here, hopefully. Ow. Go ahead and turn this. Ow. And that. And that. Okay. I could probably. I don't have any other books from that author, so that one can go there. Okay. These vibes are vibing. The vibes are vibing. Okay. Back this way. Okay. Ow. Joanna Lindsay can go down here. Ow. Ow. I'm only single doing them this time right now, but I'm gonna probably pack up these foam stacks, and in the future, if I need them, I'll reuse them. But yeah. Joanna Lindsay. Ow. Okay, there's that. Okay. Then we'll do Lisa. Joanna. Lisa. Owie. Aw, tell the baby I love her too. And I'm not surprised in the least that she would choose Minecraft. Not even a little bit. Okay. There we go. There. Up there. Up there. Ow. Okay. Joanna Lindsay and Lisa Kleypas. Okay, that's paranormal. That's paranormal. No, that's historical. That's all paranormal. So this one, this one, this one are all standee alonies. I don't have any other authors by then. There's Debbie McCullough. Oh, Madeline Hunter. Never read a single one of her books, but I have a bunch of them. Because they looked pretty and they looked interesting and I grabbed them. That's how it works. Okay, and then I just have this little bit. Okay, that works. You are more of a hindrance than a help at this point. Go ahead. Okay, so we've got that going for us. Can't tell. Honestly, don't know if that's mold or if it's ink. It hasn't spread, hasn't gone on to any other books. None of my other books have it on it. It's dry. The pages aren't warped or damp like they got wet, so like. Let's see. Up there. Evelyn Hunter. Okay, there's that. There's that. Come on. And pull. Goes down. Okay. Madeline Hunter, and then the three of the other ones that don't have any other books by the same author, and then we start going into the historical Harlequins. These are by Harlequin. So I'm gonna got three more here. These three can go here too. Yeah, these are by the same author. Okay. Stack those like that. Okay, that does that. Okay, now I can do those Harlequins and my paranormals. Whew. I've had it separated for months. It was on the bottom shelf away from all my other books. These Harlequins or the ones over there? Okay. This is that Lonesome Cowboy, Heart of Texas, or it's the Heart of Texas series by Debbie McCullough. These are cowboy romances. I think I sent you pictures of these. Lonesome Cowboy, Texas Two-Step. Yeah. I got this series. I think this was $6 for all of these, if I remember right, from that Lisa Smith, that lady I linked to you, she had these all in a bundle for $6, if I remember right. So I was like, sure, why not? These are supposed to be clean romance, I think. I'm not positive on that. I'm gonna look it up, but I read all sorts. Ow. And then I've got my old school Harlequins. These are the ones my great grandma had them and she read them, and then she passed away and passed them to my grandmother, who gave them to my sister and I. And I've got a couple of series here. There's the O'Neill Saga, and then I've got the Sea Nymph, the Sea Sprite, and the Sea Witch by Ruth Langan. And the O'Neill Saga is Connor, Rory, and Brianna, and I think I'm missing one by Ruth Langan. And then this is one of my favorites. It's Highland Sword, The Betrayal, and The Knight and the Seer by Ruth Langan. And this is a story about sisters who inherit gifts, magical gifts, from their mother and their grandmother. And I have not read these two, but I have read this one. My grandmother didn't own these. I bought these myself. And then The Highland Sword. I've read this book so many times. It is so good. He basically, his son gets sick, and he says, screw it, he's a warrior, a lord, and he goes across this magical enchanted loch that has a giant sea serpent guarding it, and is like, screw you, and basically just charges their little enchanted kingdom and kidnaps her so she can come heal his son. It's a really good story. Let's see. Merrick McAndrew and Allegra Drummond. That's their characters' names. A witch, a warrior, and the wilds of Scotland. It was like a quest out of legend. Merrick McAndrew knew, but he would risk anything to save his dying son, even kidnapping Allegra Drummond, whose mythical healing talents ran apace with her power to set his heart ablaze. What enchantment this! A giant of a Highland lord had torn Allegra Drummond from idyllic seclusion to do his bidding. No matter his reasons were noble, rousing her compassion and concern, Merrick McAndrew had used a life-transforming magic of his own to bind her to him forever, heart, body, and soul. So good. It's amazing. And it's a trilogy. These are her sister's books, and this was hers. She was the oldest. I am so excited to read these two. Cannot wait. Okay. There are more of these. Like, there's one. I know I own it. Where is it? Oh, I'm about to get angry. It's somewhere in this house. I own a book. It's called Adam's Promise. Gotta be here somewhere. I'll find it at some point, but it's one of my favorites. And then there's, what was it called? The Lady Allerton's Wager. That was a really good one. It's not, I don't know who that, can't remember who that was by, but the book titled Lady Allerton's Wager that's in this, this format is amazing. I'm gonna break some stuff. I know I own that book because I specifically ordered it. I went hunting for it because I really wanted to read it. I know I own it. But I have a habit of taking books with me to doctor's appointments or something, and putting them in whatever bag I'm using, and then forgetting they're in the bag and going on my merry way. So there's that. Got some Taming the Lion, Lion's Legacy, a bunch of Suzanne Barclay. I have no idea what they're about, but it was one of those situations where I saw a bunch of books. They looked cool, and I wanted them, so I bought them. That's how that went. Okay. Found my book light. Okay. And these last little bits here. Ow. Stroke of Midnight. This is a anthology. Sherilyn Kenyon, Amanda Ashley, L.A. Banks, and Lori Handland. I liked all of the books, all of the stories in this. I really like. They are amazing. They're paranormal romance. A couple of them are actually historical too. Not that one. The second one, the one by Amanda Ashley, is the historical one. This one is Werepanthers. This one is Werewolf. I can't remember what that one is off the top of my head. I think it's vampire related, if I remember right. And then this one's a Skinwalker, Navajo Skinwalker. But they're all very good. Let's see. I've got the one I messaged in Tea and Biscuits. Or was that? No, that was during the stream. The Christina Dodd Darkness Chosen series. I've got all 4 books. My sister, these are really beaten up. My sister and I read these when we were in high school, and we both loved them, so we both bought our own copies. She bought a brand new set. I bought a used set. But they're a shifter romance series, and it's amazing. I need to reread them before I start talking about them, though, because I honestly, all I remember is I fell in love and I reread them a couple times, but that was, I'm 31. I was probably 15 when I read these. So I remember loving them, but I don't remember. I know it's a shifter love story. I know it's something to do with their dad is sick, and it's something to do with their heritage or inheritance. I can't remember. Ow. Okay. These are my 2 favorite Nora Roberts books, Midnight Bayou and Carolina Moon. And then I bought Moon Shadows. I've never read it. Whisper of Eternity. This is pretty good. Not the best ever, but it is definitely one that I've read a few times. So, by Amanda Ashley, the one that wrote the werewolf one, the historical one in this, wrote this. This is a vampire romance, A Whisper of Eternity. So, do it this way and get these on the shelf. I will put them over here in this very last one, and then I'll get out of the way so it can be seen. That one. That one. That one. These burned. Okay. I've actually got 2 copies of Midnight Bayou and Carolina Moon. I've got hardcover copies and I've got paperback copies. Ow! But that's that. I'm gonna have to find some decorations or something to put on the bottom there. But I certainly have room for more. That's a good sign. Um, yeah, KK has these. These are the ones KK recommended. They're really, really good. I have a lot of reading to do. Because being entirely honest, the vast majority of my book collection I haven't read. I purchased a bunch of books and was really excited to read them and then hit a major depressive episode and didn't read. And then it happened again and again, and it keeps happening. But books, I won't complain. Just means, hey, the apocalypse hits, Y2K, I don't have to leave my house. I don't need my TV. All the entertainment I need right here. That has the peels, phone case. You guys want to do a book haul? I got lots of books. Do you want to watch a book haul? I'm going to have to do an actual book haul, but I could do like a preemptive one, like my thrift book haul. I thrifted some books yesterday. I spent $15. It's not historicals. There's some like pure smut. Okay. Not gonna lie, that's pure smut. A couple things here. Uh, that's a kid book. That's a kid book. Those are me books, and then these are definitely me books. 2, 3. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna knock this out of the way real quick. I've watched the movies. I've never read the books, and I wanted to read the books. I know there's major red flags, and they're horrible. Like the red flags of these are horrible, but I want to read them just to be able to say I did. So I paid like $2 for each of these. $1 for this one and $2 for those two. So not a horrible loss. And then sister-in-law Ashley has them, and sister Kayla has them. So if I wanted to, I could do a read of these with them. So that's the 50 Shades of Grey series. Is that what it's called? I don't know, but that's them. The two kids books I got, technically it's 5 books if you want to get technical. I own one of the books in this series already. It is by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. I own, I think, the first book already. This one is The Copper Gauntlet. I think this is either book 2 or book 3. I can't remember. I'm trying to collect them all. This is the Magisterium. Something like that. But I'm trying to collect them all for the kids to be able to read them. And I've already got one of them, so I wanted to get that. And then this is a anthology. It's 4 books in one. The Delator Quest Special Edition by Emily Rota. It's a Scholastic book. There's actually little kids' names in the front there. But this is books 1 through 4. It's got pretty map. She said her husband really loved this series, and she was trying to get my nephew to read it. And I was looking at it in the store, and I was like, it's mine. And it was a yellow sticker. Originally, it was $2.25. I was going to buy it at that price, but the yellow sticker gave me half off. So, like, I bought 4 books for next to nothing. The grammar is what's really bad about them. I've never read Emily Henry, but I've seen that she's a really popular author. So I saw this. It was $3.25. It is People We Meet on Vacation. This seems to be really popular. So I grabbed this one. I figured I would read this, and if I find I enjoy the writing, then I found a new author. If I didn't, then I only spent $3. And it's in fairly decent condition. I'm not someone who's going to be real fussed about This book is a little bit loved, but that's okay. The other two that I got a little more excited about, this one is part of a series, a trilogy, I think. It's called Switched, the Trial Nava by Amanda Hawking, USA Today's best-selling author. What if your entire life was built on a lie? There's two other books on the back. It looks like as part of the series. Says when Wendy Everly was 6 years old, her mother was convinced she was a monster and tried to kill her. 11 years later, Wendy discovers her mother might have been right. She's not the person she always believed herself to be, and her whole life begins to unravel, all because of Finn Holmes. Finn is a mysterious guy who always seemed to be watching her. Every encounter leaves her deeply shaken, though it's more to do with her fierce attraction to him than she'd ever admit. But it isn't long before he reveals the truth. Wendy is a changeling who was switched at birth, and he's come to take her home. Now Wendy's about to journey to a magical world she never knew existed, one that's both beautiful and frightening, and where she must leave her old life to bend to discover who she's meant to become. That's what that one is. And I paid $1.25 for that. I thought that was a pretty good deal. We went to St. Vincent because our Goodwill here doesn't have a whole lot of great options for books. I occasionally find one book there, but there are not a whole lot of great options. Then I've got The Splendor Falls by Susanna Kearsley, also a New York Times bestselling author. And this one says, praise for New York Times bestselling author of The Firebird. Kearsley blends history, romance, and a bit of the supernatural into glittering, bewitching tale. It's in an ancient castle, a tragic love, and a web of secrets begin to unravel. Emily Braden has stopped believing in fairy tales and happy endings when her fascinating but unreliable cousin Harry invites her on a holiday to explore the legendary town of Kinnan and promptly disappears. Well, that's Harry for you. As Emily makes the acquaintance of Kinnan and its people, she begins to uncover dark secrets beneath the charm. Legend has it that during the 13th century siege of the castle that looms over the city, Queen Isabel, child bride of King John, hid a treasure of great price. And in the last days of German occupation during World War II, another Isabel lived at Kinnan, and a girl whose love for an enemy soldier went tragically awry. As the dangers of the past become disastrously real, Emily is drawn even more deeply into a labyrinth of mystery as twisted as the streets and tunnels of the ancient town itself. So, I want to get a little more into like historical fiction and books that have a twist of actual events mixed in with a made-up story. I think it'd be interesting. I also want to get a copy. I was looking specifically for a copy of Number the Stars when I found this. So I did not find that book, unfortunately. I really want to read it again. I read it as a child in school. I remember it, and it made me cry, and I want to read it again. But I found this while I was looking for that, and I liked that it had a twist of history mixed in with an actual story. I've done that while recovering from an operation or a procedure, and you're like, yeah, I'm going to get so much reading done, and then you're just laying in bed drooling like, yeah, been there, done that. But that's my little thrift book haul. I thrifted those. I spent like $15, so I thought that was a good deal. Now I get to go through the hustle of organizing all the other shelves. I did buy some books brand new. They're up there on the shelf. I need to do a haul video for them. I think I am going to go ahead and end this here though because my back is pinching. I am going to be in the Tea and Biscuits chat and on my on Discord if anyone wants to chat on there though. So I guess that's going to be everything. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did not talk much and it was a mess, but it's something until I get used to it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye! See if I can figure out how to do this. Nope. Exit. Exit. Okay.